So currently, as I'm speaking with you, Mali and Burkina Faso have announced that they are imposing a travel ban on the United States of America and its citizens. Now, for some time now, this man on the screens, Ibrahim Traore, has been dealing with United States in what he called boot for boot affair, or in terms of diplomatic relations, we call it reciprocal. So if the US does something or imposes a ban against Burkina Faso, Captain Ibrahim Traore is saying that he is going to in kind also reimpose the same or impose the same ban on the United States or any country who follows suit. So whether the United States of America came out that they've imposed certain travel bans on certain African countries, and according to the United States, the reason why they are doing that is because of a recent killing of two national guards in the who were stationed in Washington D.C. after an Afghan man or an Afghan man who was leaving the US stormed that place and also stormed that place to fire at these two national guards, and one of them happened to fatally lose her life. She was a female, and after the research came that this man actually seek refuge in the United States of America, Trump said he's going to impose a travel ban on third world countries, including Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Mali, and so. So when Burkina Faso heard this, Burkina Faso was like, damn, you want to impose a travel ban on us, whereas we are not the people, or the person who caused this atrocity is not a person from our country. He is not a citizen of our country. Well, if you impose a travel ban on our country, we will also in kind impose the same travel ban on your country. And that is what CNN is reporting here, that Mali and Burkina Faso announced reciprocal ban on the United States of America. Now, there are more details into this particular update which is coming, and definitely there is a lot of reaction. But then this was the first time that this kind of tit for tat came. Some few months ago, Mali, because this particular travel ban is not just coming from Burkina Faso, Mali too is part. So some few months ago, Trump imposed a travel ban on Mali, and Mali in kind also imposed a travel ban on the United States of America and its citizens, and even demanding that citizens pay up to a certain amount before they can actually enter their country. Now we'll be watching a video which is coming from the CNN anchor Madowo, where he was explaining what really happened, and even how Mali have been matching Donald Trump's reciprocal, or have been matching Donald Trump's ban on their country boot for boot. When we come back, we'll look into the details as to why Burkina Faso and Mali are also in kind imposing a travel ban on the United States of America, its citizens, and saying that we don't even want the United States of America's president Donald Trump in our country. If he should dare visit our country, we will shoot their plane down, and that is exactly what is really going on. So let's take a look at this particular video. We'll be giving you more this particular video, and let's take a listen to when this particular CNN journalist stormed Mali to explain why Mali in kind have imposed a travel ban on the US.
Mali just beat the US at its own game. In 2 weeks, Mali challenged the US on a controversial visa policy and got the US to back down. The West African nation was added to the visa bond pilot. So anybody applying for a business or tourist visa had to pay a deposit, $10,000, maybe $15,000. So Mali said, we'll apply an identical policy. So any Americans applying for visas to Mali would pay the same. In 2 weeks, Mali was dropped from that list. All the other African nations on the list are still on that list, but not Mali. Tanzania, Sao Tome and Principe, the Gambia, Zambia, Malawi. But Mali, by challenging the US, got them to back down.
So this was the thoughts that after Mali challenged the US on a travel ban, the US actually lifted that particular travel ban. Now, currently, the US have reimposed additional travel ban, and this particular travel ban is what have peeved or pissed Mali off, and Mali saying that we are also in kind imposing a total travel ban on any United States of America citizen who wants to come into our country. So we'll be looking at some of the comments, some of the reactions coming from people on social media. Remember, it's not only Mali who have imposed the travel ban, Burkina Faso have also joined suit. So we'll be looking at some of the reactions which is coming on social media, with many people praising these acts from the Mali president and also the Burkina Faso president that this is something that needs to be done because respect is earned, is not commanded. So if the United States of America wants the whole world to feel like we are in a bubble, they should be our guests. We also match them in kind with whatever ban or travel visa or restrictions that they will impose on any country without any justification. So we'll be looking at some of the reactions which came from people all around the globe in regards with this particular Mali and Burkina Faso. They are announcing a reciprocal travel ban on the
Yes,
US.
guys, the AES has done it again. Mali and Burkina Faso has now placed a reciprocal visa ban on the US. Yes, if you have never shared any of my video, I want you guys to share this video intensively. Let's dive into why and what is actually happening between the US and this Sahel state. You guys know a couple of weeks ago, the US came out and expanded its visa restriction countries for Africa. And that list had partial restrictions and permanent restrictions. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso had permanent restrictions. Which means that what? Whatever happened, they are not going to go to the US anymore. Even DRC Congo and some other countries were also in that list. And now, the AES being what they are, you guys know about the blog, right? They are always proactive. Immediately, Niger came up and placed a reciprocal visa ban on the US. Mali and Burkina Faso simultaneously have now also placed a reciprocal ban, permanent ban on citizens of the US. This is how it is done. This is what we call diplomacy. This is what we call sovereignty. This is what we call self-respect. Yes, respect for a nation. At the moment a nation projects themselves like, okay, they can't do without this, or they are more autonomous in this, you have to know that there's a problem. Yes, and now Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have instituted a visa restriction for the US, a permanent visa restriction, which means that from now on forward, when that publication was made yesterday in the night, so they said from that henceforth, US citizens will not be given a visa to Mali and also Burkina Faso. Yes, this is how it is supposed to be done. You guys remember that the last time the US placed a bounty for Malian citizens entering the country for over 5,000 US dollars. That means you have to prove that you have 5,000 before they can give you a category B1 and B2 visa. And Mali didn't waste time. They went ahead to increase the amount to $15,000 and said they were increasing the amount. And what happened? The US removed those restrictions. And now it's at the level where a permanent ban has now been placed. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think other African countries should be doing when they face this kind of visa restriction, unjustified visa restrictions from countries, especially the US and other European countries.
All right, so that is the update. If you